So, reality TV versus reality dating. Who is driving who?
Almost 70% of the viewers are between the age of 18 and 34 and are women.
There's a lot of unrealistic expectations when it comes to love these days, bro. 38 reality TV stars have died by suicide. My mind was so wired to think that chaos means love.
We preach that we want peace and we want growth in our partners, but yet we turn around and give our time to TV shows that promote opposite.
Dating like contestants instead of partners. You are what you eat. You are consuming reality TV. Are we living in our own reality, or are we burning time inside someone else's script? Welcome back
to Therapy Daddy.
Ooh.
Therapy Daddy.
And welcome back
to Therapy Daddy.
Ooh.
Therapy Daddy.
I was in a car, like, hey guys, welcome back to the Therapy Daddy podcast. It's Lance and Q, your hosts. We're here, guys. We're back. It's been a while. We apologize for the delay. We've had a lot of things going on. Yeah, we've been traveling. We've been doing great things. And so we're back now. We're back. And guys, there's a lot of content on the way. We're standing on business. It's not clocking to you. You're not getting it. It's not clocking to you. We're standing on business.
Bro, you should truly what do you call it? Do a trial for acting position or.
What's funny, bro? So when I was 14 to 16,
yeah,
I was actually considering acting. I was modeling for a little bit. I'm gonna tell you where to find the link because I have a link.
Wait, you have a video, a pre-recorded video of you acting?
Not pre-recorded video, but I definitely do have an article. If you know my real name, which a lot of people. Y'all don't need to know. But if you look up my real name, it'll show an article in Essence magazine from when I was in college. It was years ago.
I'll look that up.
Yeah, I'll tell you about it later. But yeah, I was doing that for a little bit of acting. But I think for me, being 16 at the time, I wasn't I didn't have the drive that actors have, because you got to be in there grinding. You got to really be, and I think for me, I was just so afraid to be myself that I would put on this front, and so it didn't really click at the time.
Yeah.
I wasn't confident in the person I was back then. So
now you think if you go back right now, you'd be a lot different. I think you'd be a lot different.
I think now I would love to do an improv class. That's what I really want to do, is an improv class. We should do that.
You'd be great at that. Improv, what do y'all think? You'll be great at that. I think so.
Hey guys, it's your boy and I'm back. Should you gotta do it with the wig too. You ever seen the videos when I do it with the wig? And I'm just hey guys, it's me. I'm back in the building right now. I'm here. You never seen that? Yeah.
No.
I'm gonna send you that later too. Anybody that follow me on Instagram, y'all know I do the yes, sister, we're back.
Man's a character, man.
Yeah, man. I got a couple of personalities in there, maybe a little ADHD too, but
it's blessed though. You
know what I'm saying? How you doing, bro?
I've been good, bro. I've been good.
Yeah, it's good to see you, man. It's been.
This is my first time seeing him 2 months.
Yo. And the thing is, y'all don't know when we record these episodes. Y'all really don't know. We just record them and they end up on your screen. You never know.
Yeah. But I had a little summer vacation reset. Went to Colombia. That was very eye opening. Beautiful place.
It's a very nice place to go.
Very, very, very calm. Although it's a little bit rainy, but it's still calm.
He was over there dancing in Colombia. Mira, let me tell you something.
Spanish, man.
Hay que hablar español cuando tú vas para Colombia. Mira, tú tienes que hablar español correctamente. Tú me entiendes. You don't come over there speaking the English. No, español solamente. Mira.
Look, I got Dominican accent though.
Oh yeah, I get Dominican, Cuban. Come on, you know how that go.
But yeah, so we got back. A couple life changes here and there, all positive.
Yeah, sometimes you need a reset, bro.
Yeah.
Traveling will really do that to you. When you're out of your comfort zone for so long. Even if traveling is your comfort zone, but when you're away from home and shit, it kind of makes you.
It's good though if you have the access to it, if you can afford it.
Absolutely. Travel
because also opens your eye to the rest of the world doesn't operate
exactly as we do.
You know
what I'm saying?
Which is a good thing. Some diversity in the world and some different cultures and whatnot. But how about you, man?
I've been good, man. I spent some time in Mexico throughout June, July, Mexico, con el amor de mi vida, with my lady. We was traveling together. Estábamos viajando juntos, all in Mexico together, like that. We were doing that together. Very good time, very good time. Did a little family cruise at the end of July.
Okay.
Yeah, so then when I got back, I'm like, yo, I'm taking the month of August. I'm not going any fucking where.
Yeah.
I'm staying my ass in the home.
Yeah.
In the air conditioning.
Yeah.
Only thing I've been doing is skating, still taking my Arabic lessons. Daros Arabi, aywa, shukran. You know what I'm saying? Alhamdulillah. Still do,
Alhamdulillah.
you know what I'm saying? Still doing Portuguese lessons, man. Just still pouring into myself. Finally got through that break, that block that I had with the music shit. So I've been creating some new stuff.
A little creative block, or some call it writer's block for the authors.
So dealing with that. And then I got a little set list that I'm playing at one of my brother's weddings in October. So I've just been working on that.
You
on the keys. Nah, piano. Been playing a little. Yeah, they want to play like the canon and
is multi-talented.
Yo, man. What does it say? So I was talking to my lady the other day, and she said that the term jack of all trades, master of none, that's not the whole phrase. It's jack of all trades, master of none, but better that than only one, or something like that. Like better to be a master of, like, a jack of all trades and just have one thing you're good at.
You could fit in different circles, have different opportunities.
Yeah, for me, it's just like a thing of just betterment and just wanting to be my best self and like do things that I want to do, learn, like the language learning thing, the Arabic thing, bro, like that. I don't know. I just feel like a different person.
Yeah.
Now that I could read that shit. And I'm like, oh, that's what they say. Oh, listening.
My guy texts with Arabic. I'm like, bro, like, why are you trying?
I hit him with the Eid Milad Sayyid. You know what I'm saying? Happy birthday.
I gotta use a translator.
You know what I'm saying? Mashallah, alhamdulillah, shukran.
You know what? I want to ask you a very, very interesting question before we dive into this topic. About we could cut this off if we want to.
Yeah, no. What's up?
But think about this for a second. I saw it how like Islam benefits Arab culture more than we're willing to admit to it.
Yeah.
And I've said it this way.
Okay.
When you convert to Islam, I'm a Muslim myself. Yeah. Alhamdulillah. But you have to learn Arabic to pray. You dress in the jalabia, which is like the garment.
Read Quran as well.
To pray. The Quran as well.
Quran.
You travel to Mecca, Medina.
Pilgrimage.
Which gives plenty to the Saudi Arabian economy.
Absolutely.
You realize. But
absolutely.
It's off topic. It's just like how English, the language itself, benefits English language speaking countries like England or like America. You have no clue if you conduct your business in English, how that like actually benefits those who came with the language to begin with, or like that's primary language in their country.
Yeah,
it just goes to show you how like unintended consequences of like things like that could have benefits to the proprietor or those in charge.
Taking the Hajj, I got a couple of Muslim friends, like a lot of Muslim friends, really. And taking the Hajj, that is not a cheap fucking trip. That is very expensive. Extremely expensive.
The Hajj is like $4,000.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it flies like
easy.
Almost to...
You take an Emirati, And two, the word Medina, fi Arabi, is city. Medina.
Medina.
Medina's... Yeah. Maghrib is Morocco. Yeah.
Medina is also a city.
It literally means city.
Yeah, it's Makkah, Medina. Yeah. Where Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. But enough of the...
We've been catching up. It's all right, bro.
Opening dialogue. Hope y'all enjoy the catch up as well.
Yeah, man.
But we have
It's good to be back, bro.
I'm excited for today's episode.
Yeah, me too.
I think it's a topic we ought to speak on.
Yeah, we do.
As today's millennials, as
the new adults.
As adults.
The new adults. We the new parents, bro. That shit is crazy, man.
We've segued from the
children to the adults.
From the mid-adults actual. We have a good say right now in how the world is working.
Yeah,
but
we gotta lock in.
You want to introduce the episode to the folks?
So, reality TV versus reality dating. Who is driving who? Fire or just smoke? Whoa. Reality TV versus reality dating. And like I really like I need a lot of y'all to really think about this. Right. Reality TV versus reality dating, because I think a lot of our generation especially, let's get into our generation real quick before we jump into this. Our generation, we went from zero technology to all technology in a span of like 10, 15 years.
Right.
So we were definitely the age that was like, still using house phones, but then we were like texting on AIM, sidekicks, whatever. And then we went from that to like all the technology in the world.
Yeah.
The younger generation grew up with that. They were born with that.
Right.
They grew up with iPhones, all of that stuff.
Right,
we were
right.
introduced to iPhones.
Right.
And so I think a lot of the lines get blurred because reality TV for us was the real world. That was like the first reality TV show that like really spearheaded the whole shit. And so then people started coming up with different ideas. Then you got like the Jersey Shores, the Making the Bands, the the Housewives, all these different types of shows, to the point where we get to stuff like Love Island. Perfect Match.
I want to speak on that, but before we get on,
speak on it, bro. I mean, so I think
we're getting to it.
TV and dating.
I mean, the stat says right here, of all TV shows, 57% of the shows is reality TV. That means more than half of the TV shows in cable or like streaming services is reality TV.
Yeah.
Almost 40% of those shows are about dating. And guess
40%.
what? 40%. Here's this kicker. Almost 70%, 65 to be exact, of the viewers are women between 18 and 34.
Bismillah, alhamdulillah, I'm 34 already, so it's clip and I'm locked in. So.
Almost 70% of the viewers are between the age of 18 and 34 and are women.
Yeah.
What does that say about what's being fed and how the audiences have a say?
I think there's a lot of unrealistic expectations when it comes to love these days, bro. Because like we can get into the whole social media thing. We already know that, but reality TV is just as bad because like you get people like say on Love is Blind, right? I don't know if you've noticed. I've seen from season 3 all the way to season 7 of Love is Blind. Season 8 I didn't watch because I just really didn't feel like there was any representation. You know what I'm saying? It was in Minnesota, so I mean, I can understand that, whatever. But it just wasn't a lot of representation, minorities, etc. I did not see the first 2 seasons of Love is Blind, but from what I've heard in terms of how season 1 and 2 were, I think they were really the original Love is Blind ideas. Like, okay, people are really going on there to find love. People are going on there with the intent of like, all right, I'm walking out of here either with my partner, or if not, I tried and I'm gonna take that and move forward. You got season 3. That's the first one I watched. There was that whole shit with Bartiz. He was very honest with Nancy. He was still flirting with other girls, doing whatever have you. The whole Zeynep and Cole shit, she freaking ripped him to shreds, and it was like a whole thing about that. Like season 3, I believe, is when it really started becoming reality TV.
Do you care for the audiences, for me as well, who haven't seen the show? What year was season 3 shot?
Season 3 was 20. I was in my old apartment, so I want to say it was like around pandemic time, maybe before, like 20.
Oh, so Love is Blind is recent, like it's a recent.
Yeah. So season 1 and 2 were like 2017, 2018 or something like that. Season 3 was definitely, I want to say 2020.
Wait, so like to stop you on that, you believe the first 2 seasons, the contestants were actually going to find love rather than promote themselves in the
I think that's what happens. I think that's what happens now because, some of the people from season 3 are still together. I think Colleen and Matt are still together or whatever. But then what I've noticed too, this is around the same time that TikTok started really booming, pandemic time. So that was around the same time.
Okay.
And then you got people that are going on TikTok, looking up people's stories, looking for their old tweets, looking for their accounts, trying to figure out dirt on them so that they can promote their own TikTok platforms. So that happened in I believe it was season 5 with the guy Marshall. They found like some tweets that he made about black women years ago, and they was ripping his ass to shreds on that. Season 7, there was the dude Tyler who ended up with Ashley, but then he was messing with a girl who was I think she was bisexual or gay, whatever it was. And then they had whatever relationship they had. He ended up fathering a child with her, or a few children with her as a sperm donor, but then allegedly was still messing with her. So it's like people are really going in here trying to dig into these people's lives and figure out dirt on them because they want to promote their own TikTok pages.
All I hear right now is just toxic. I know you're saying a lot of words, but
no, I mean, listen, call it what
but
it
no,
is.
this is what we're
Call it
talking
what it
about.
is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is what we're
But
talking
this is what I'm saying. I don't feel with season 1 and season 2, and again, maybe it's because TikTok wasn't that big. But like, when you go on TikTok now, there's a lot of like internet detectives, and they be finding shit. And a lot of my friends was like, "Oh, you should," because they shooting Love Is Blind in Austin right now.
Yeah.
And a few people was like, "Oh, I'm single.
Just
I
to
mean,
let
I'm
you
not
know,
single. I'm in a relationship. If I was single, I still wouldn't
I
have done
got a couple people that told me I should uh audition for this Love Is Blind.
it. So listen, I'm gonna tell you like this.
My personality, I just can't do it.
Yeah.
I can't, because I know what it is, you know?
Yeah. And it's like, if it was like maybe earlier in the game, I would have
Right.
considered it if I was still single. But I'm so glad to be off the market right now, because dating is like such a shit show. And like reality TV does have a lot to do with it because of these unrealistic expectations.
Mm.
You know? You want to keep going with the stats?
Yeah, I'll keep adding the
keep
stats.
going with the stats,
Throw some of them more at you.
a couple more stats.
Nearly half of young people that watch reality TV between ages 16 and 24 says the shows influence their body image.
That's powerful, man. In a
Right?
way, that's
Like
powerful.
nearly half of people, I mean, mostly people who watch this are between 16 and I believe like 50. That's like most people that watch reality TV.
Yeah.
And like so nearly half those people between 16 and 34 say it affects their body image. I'm assuming negatively.
16, 24.
16 and 24.
But then like that's crazy. I didn't mean to cut you off. That's kind of crazy because let's take half of that, 16 to 20. You're not even an adult yet. When you're 20, you've only been an adult for 2 years. And like for you to have reality TV affecting your body image and the way you feel about yourself at that young of an age, like it's
How young do you think people were getting like fillers and Botox and all that jazz? Like just I have no clue what that number is.
If we're being real,
but based on this stat,
a girl I dated, and I'm not gonna blast anybody, but a girl I dated was like 19, 20. No. Hold on. Maybe 21, 22.
Already getting all those
when she got lip fillers.
That's so scary.
And I can understand the reasoning behind it. I don't
you haven't
judge.
even grown.
But it's like, yeah, it's kind of, to me, it's a little young to be. I'm like, damn, already? Like,
Already?
Like,
I mean, it goes to show just reality TV show, in addition to the social media, all the pressure we see.
Yeah.
But that's kind of like all the stats I just want to throw out there for now.
Yeah.
To just really dive into it.
Did you tell them that 38 reality TV stars have died by suicide?
I have not. I was gonna save that, but let's go into that too as well. Let's come back.
Did you want to come back to that?
Let's because once we talk about what we need to talk about, then we go
back to that.
The true. But yeah, I could repeat.
Just keep that. 38 reality TV stars have died by suicide.
I have a couple names I could throw out there later on about actual dating TV stars that have committed suicide. One as recent as of 2024. The earliest being Gia Alimont from The Bachelor, I believe.
Oh wow.
This was back in the first 2013-ish. People know who she is. But we'll come back to that.
Yeah, for sure.
The first segment I want to talk about is the mirror versus the blueprint. Is reality TV amplifying what's already in existence, or is it the other way around? Is what's in existence influencing what's being shown in reality TV? Yeah.
So I think a good question to ask is, are we dating authentically, or are we just reperforming the roles we've already seen win screen time?
Bet that's we're gonna flip it as well.
I mean, so reality TV exaggerates what already exists: the bad boy, the jealous ex, the messy drama. So when you look at these shows, and we can go back to Love Is Blind,
right?
The way people are digging into people's lives and posting all this stuff about, oh, this person did this person did that. Like, I think season 5 was probably the only season that didn't really have drama like that. It was the one with Chelsea and Kwame and Bliss and Zach and Tiffany and Brett. I think it was that season, the one in Seattle. or Portland, that one barely had any drama. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the people on there were actually well-to-do people. They didn't have all of these things coming up from their past. Like, they were really on that show to find
For Love Is Blind.
For Love Is Blind.
Would you say Love Is Blind is less toxic than Love Island?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Love Island is more popular than Love Is Blind, though, based on just the advent of what I've seen on social media.
Yeah. I mean, Love Is Blind, I feel like for the most part, it still follows that same standard of people actually going there wanting to find love. But if you go on there and the wrong person finds out you go on there, your whole shit is getting aired out.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
People are purposefully going on there to, like, not people, people are purposely going to look up stories about these people, or people are coming out of the woodwork. Aha. That's kind of what I was afraid of with me. Like, you know, I was afraid of, like, yo, somebody coming from my past and being like, oh, he did such and such and da-da-da. I don't want parts of that. I don't want parts of that.
Yeah. Like keep what's private.
Yeah.
Obviously, like, the more exposed you are, the more you leave yourself exposed to things of that nature.
Correct. Yeah. So, I mean, if we're looking at the mirror side, right? The bad boy, the jealous ex, the messy drama, Love Island has a lot of that. And I didn't watch a lot of Love Island, but I saw a couple of episodes of the most recent season. And just like the way people were posting about the whole Huda thing and Jeremiah and just like all of the stuff that was coming out about these people, you know what I'm saying? Like, there was a lot of drama. Go ahead.
To stay on topic, though, do you think it mirrors what's already in existence? Or are they, as what's being shown to us, influencing?
I think it's both.
I actually think it's both. But with
this is
the
both.
age between of a 16 and, let's say, 34, that age group, which is, I would say, prime age group, age period for, okay, let's say between 21 and 34 for women.
That's a little better.
To bear a child. 21 and 34, right? Is what they're watching subconsciously, even those who claim, I just watch it to relieve stress. There's still a software that runs behind your head that you're not aware of.
Yeah.
Is that affecting how you see men and how
it is?
You feel like, you date in
because
this world?
It's a little bit of both the mirror and the blueprint. Because the mirror, you got women and men. We watch these shows, right? You see how people are behaving themselves on TV. You see how people are behaving themselves on all of these types of shows, and you're expecting that in the real world. And then you're also seeing that with the dating experiences that you have. So I think, and then this is something that was true for me as a kid. Like, I was talking to one of my boys about this. When we were younger and we would watch shows like Degrassi and stuff like that, whatever shows we watched, we learned our interactions with women through what we saw on TV. So, like, when you see the teen couple get into a big blowout, you watching it on TV, you think that's what you're supposed to do if you haven't had experience with it, because that's what you saw. Oh, TV's portraying it to be like, oh, they're fighting, so, like, that's what we're supposed to do. And so I think that does still happen today.
Okay.
Where in these shows,
right,
you got girls on there having big blowouts, whatever it is, acting a fool, blowing up, dudes doing the same thing, and then they're bringing that into their other relationships because that's what they're used to seeing.
Okay.
You know, dating in general just isn't, I don't know, man. It's
a bit of both, right? It's a double-edged sword. And to start this, I guess, like, podcast topic, I was watching a clip I saw online of Love Island, and a thought came into my head about, well, nowadays, I feel like women are preaching, and I say women very lightly, men in general as well. People in general, please don't crucify me. They don't want a toxic relationship. They don't want, they want peace, like, they want growth.
Correct.
But contradictorily speaking, we give our time and spend our time watching these shows that promote chaos, and chaos sells.
Run it back.
We preach that we want peace and we want growth in our partners, but yet we turn around and give our time to TV shows that promote opposite.
Come on.
And
talk to them.
Why can't we admit to ourselves that maybe we do like a little bit of chaos, toxicity in some way. We just want to admit to it.
Can I add something to that?
Yeah, please.
So I will say that I've had some toxic situations in my life, very short lived. Talking about like a week, 2 months, 3 months, whatever have you.
Right.
It took me longer to get over those toxic situations than it took me to get over situations that just weren't good for me.
And what do you think that is?
Because my mind was so wired to think that chaos means love. Arguing, fighting, back and forth, the nonstop text messages, calling, blowing each other phones up. Like that my mind thought that was love.
It's misconstrued.
And so when I finally got out of that and got into something healthy, I'm just like, oh. And I think that's men and women too. Like we all, if we haven't had a good example of what love should be, I think we kind of fall into this thing of like, well, he's blowing my phone up so he loves me, or she's blowing my phone up so she loves me, or she's doing this so it's like she's acting a fool so she loves me type shit. And it's just we have to do that inner work and recognize like, yo, we're deserving of something peaceful, we're deserving of something calm, and we're deserving of something safe.
Do we even want that?
And then that's the thing. People see this shit on TV because it's on TV, because of the fame and the glitz and glory and the millions of Instagram followers that these celebrities, that these stars get. They become overnight celebrities. So then it's like, oh, well, if I go and act a fool and stuff like that, I'm going to draw this to me.
Yeah. Or let's say you meet a nice guy out and he's polite, like, he texts you when it's supposed to text you, ask you how your day was.
And then you want to play hard to get.
And you can play hard to get because you're like, well, this is too easy.
Yeah, it's too safe. It's too safe.
It's too safe.
Let me tell you.
I just want the admittance to it. I don't think it's no right or wrong, generally, in the situation.
Yeah.
But I don't want us to go out and say, I want this peaceful, this blah, 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 like dating's hard. And then you go and turn around and watch the TV shows. And they sell it to you. Again, let's remind ourselves that like almost 70% of people who watch reality TV shows, especially dating version, are women. You know what I'm saying? You know what the stat I read during this research? Women might like the stat. A majority of demographic producing these shows, or guess who?
White women? Black?
White men.
In
a way, men are driving literally behind. But
she's gonna have a field day. She's gonna have a field day with this. She's gonna be like, see, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. These men and y'all men. She's like, but you're the exception to the rule. I'm like, thank you, baby. I appreciate you.
But like, it's almost like I don't know. Go about.
No, it's real. It's real because like, yo, like if we really get into it, bro, like going back to the chaos thing, like I think the reason people thrive in so much chaos in shows like this is because you get that rush of like, oh shit, like you get that fight or flight. Your adrenaline's pumping when you're in a chaotic situation.
It's entertaining.
And so for us, especially for me being in a safe and healthy relationship and seeing that shit, I'll definitely peruse that shit and watch it and be like, damn, can't relate. Cannot relate. When I was dealing with that kind of shit, it was kind of just triggering. You know what I'm saying? So you got to think about that from two sides of the coin. Because like when you're out of that kind of situation, it's like, oh shit, damn. She said, "What's he?" I'm like, oof, that's tough. That's tough. Oh man.
Interesting.
What we want to move on to? So did we want to go? So did you want to reflect on that real quick, or did you want to move on to our?
We can move on to the next.
Move on to the next one.
Yeah, next.
So the paradox of desire.
What do you mean by that? Paradox of desire.
Do we want to say men and women, or do we just want to say women for this one? Do we? I think. What do you think?
Let's just say men and women for this.
Men and women. Let's just say men and women just for the sake of it. People say they want stability, kindness, non-toxic love.
Yeah.
But on screen, the villains and the messy people get most of the attention. People say they want stability, kindness, and non-toxic love, but on screen, the villains and the messy people get the most attention. So again, if we're going back to Love Island.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I didn't watch a lot of it, but like I was able to see the show through my social media updates, through all of my friends talking about everything that was going on. the two names I heard the most were Huda and Jeremiah. Huda and Jeremiah. And I think the girl from New York, I can't remember her name. I forget. But the stuff that Huda was doing was very messy. She's going in there, blowing up on him, cursing him out, doing all this other stuff. Same thing with the dude, Chris. Then the guy, Ace's name got thrown in there because Ace is over here stirring the pot with this one and telling this one. And then you get dudes that get on there and want to get on the girl's good side. So they're like, because, you know, on the show, you're supposed to be, oh, yeah, we're bros and sisters. We're super tight. But it's like if me and Q go on the show and me and Q like the same girl, and then I turn around and say, oh, well, Q sniffs his feet before bed to the girl. Then the girl's looking at Q like, yo, why the fuck you sniff your feet? And then Q looking at me like, bro, you supposed to be my bro. Everybody on everybody that's watching is like, damn, Lance told he ran his mouth, and people getting entertained for that because I said your feet smell. Or you smell your feet before
they
you
get
go to
sent
bed.
home for that? Or they get like eliminated?
I've heard some people get eliminated for that kind of stuff. But I mean, I guess it just really depends on the reason behind it. Or let's look at another one, Jersey Shore, Sammy and Ronnie. Do you remember how fucking
I actually,
bro?
everybody watches Sugar.
I'll be rerunning that shit all the time because I'm just like, yo, this is crazy. And she kept going back to him. And then there's the episode where he literally takes her bed and puts it out on the patio, puts her fucking bed on the patio, breaks her glasses because she danced with a dude. Whole time this nigga cheated on her in Miami, dogged her out, violated her.
Yours was the OG.
Bro, and that's the kind of stuff I'm talking about with this, yo. Like, you can't say you want a safe and happy love, but then the dudes that are doing that kind of stuff, like Sammy and Ronnie, got the most attention because they were the messiest ones on the show.
Bro, okay, now I think about it. Do you think Jersey Shore was the genesis of all this, like, cascade? Like, do you think we were subconsciously kind of like fucked up? Because I saw Jersey Shore when I was what? It was back in 08. I don't know when it came out. I was like
2009, 2010. I was in college.
I was in high school at this point, like early in high school.
You was what? Early in high school? Oh yeah, we like 4 years apart. I forgot.
No, I think I was.
You was immense in high school. I was on
the genesis of my high school. No, think about it. Like, the most popular character was Snooki.
Yes,
The Situation.
Okay. Yep. So, another one.
The Situation.
Bro, and everybody loved Mike, bro. Everybody loved Mike.
And Pauly D.
Pauly D was
cool.
Pauly was the least problematic on that whole show.
But Pauly didn't have airtime compared to other people because they were toxic. All right.
Yo, Situation. Snooki, she just needed to grow up.
Yeah.
She needed to grow up. You know what I'm saying? She just needed to grow up. But Snooki, Situation.
Yeah.
Situation, Ronnie, and Sammy, bro. SRS. Ronnie and Sammy, because of their tumultuous relationship. And then the way Situation would like there was an episode where he's with, like, Paulie sees his ex at the club, and then Mike picks her up and starts dancing with her and doing all this stuff with her, and like Paulie's like, yo, he's trying to pull a robbery on my ex. And like everybody loves Situation because he was messy as fuck. But then it's like in the same breath, oh, I want a man that's gonna love me and show up for me and do this, that, and the third. And I feel like people almost glorify toxic relationships because they think that the arguing and the yelling and the doing these big acts of quote unquote service in the act of desperation is love. Our definitions of love are fucked up because of the stuff we see on TV. Especially when it's hitting the younger generation, bro. Like, again, you want to think about, you grew up with both your parents, so you have a good example of what you feel a loving relationship should be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You've had parents as an example. A lot of us have not grown up with that. You know what I'm saying? And so when we don't see that in the home, what's the next thing we watch the most? It's TV. We're seeing the stuff on TV. It's on TV. It's getting airtime, so it must be good. It must be something we should do because it's what society is promoting. It's what social media is promoting.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
It must be good if it's on TV. Like, that must be like okay or socially acceptable to a certain degree. And I really do think that's the beginning of it, at least for me, where it's like, oh, okay, like this is how the game is going. This is how the game should be played. In a way.
So you know what's crazy? There's a crazy reflection in the research that you provided. Desire doesn't always separate what entertains us from what attracts us. Sometimes the thrill feels like compatibility. What we was talking about earlier, the toxic situation, the rush that you feel of she blowing up your phone, she doing this, she doing that, she wilding out on you, but you getting that rush and you're thinking, oh, we're compatible because, oh, da. No,
Dopamine.
the dopamine rush, even if it's negative,
It's just dopamine.
it's still a dopamine rush. Because like if somebody puts a knife on you or a gun on you, your adrenaline's rushing. It doesn't mean you like that shit.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So I think the same thing happens with toxic relationships and things that we really shouldn't be fucking with because we know it's wrong. It's like, you know, when you do something that you know is wrong, or like when your parents is like, oh, don't eat the cookies out of the cookie jar, but then you like go get the cookie because you like, oh shit, and then you feel it rushing like, oh, I might get caught, like.
Kind of makes me think it goes beyond dating. I feel like society nowadays, we live in a dopamine-filled, dopamine-craved,
Absolutely,
dopamine-starved society.
We need that instant
like
gratification
rather than like a serotonin
correct
heavy or directive society.
Mhm.
So
yeah,
I mean that would trigger it down to dating as well.
Absolutely.
What gives me quick dopamine. And like, I mean, I have issues with that as well.
Mhm.
We're not perfect.
Listen, man, we all flawed humans.
You know, no, yeah, exactly.
The thing is just talking about it, you know.
Do you want to go ahead and ask that question?
Yeah. Do women subconsciously reward toxic traits because they see them glorified on TV? And do men perform those traits because they think that's what wins attention?
Absolutely. At least to the second part.
To the second part, I can definitely say that. I can definitely say because when I was younger and I saw the dudes that were getting all the attention, like in elementary school, I would try to act like them because I wanted the attention.
That's what I'm saying. There's a book called No More Mr. Nice Guy.
Ooh.
This book gave it to
Talk to me.
My best friend in college, and I would say that book changed his life.
It changes lives, huh?
Like literally, he's with the woman he got after that book, and they have 2 kids together now.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm trying to say is, they say nice guys finish last. It's also true.
It's very true.
You can be attractive and you not pull as much as you can if you're just nice all the time.
Because you're not, yeah.
You be friend zone. I mean, I have a friend. I don't want to go into this, but yes, that little toxic, the bad boy, no matter how they don't want to admit to it, that is attractive, because there's a little mystery there.
Yeah.
There's a little, oh, I could fix him. I could change him.
Hey, you sound a little British when you said that. You said no matter. You sound a little British, fam. You
I have a little British
touching your British accent, fam. You get what I'm talking about. You know, to that.
Use it in it.
You get what I'm saying, fam? It's Monday. We're back in it. But yo, to that point, right? When you get people that like, do women reward toxic traits because they see them glorified on TV? There's this whole conversation about hard to get.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, playing hard.
So girls are like, oh, well, nah, play hard to get because you don't want to seem desperate. You don't want to seem this. You don't want to seem that. And so I've been in situations where I've been like super nice to a girl, super vulnerable, and I get friend zone, or she fuck with me until she don't. It's happened to me before. And like, it kind of changed my view on things where I, for a while, was like, yo, I'm not showing no love. I'm like, you know, pardon my French, dudes get on there, oh, fuck bitches, da 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 da. I'm about to I'm about to wild out. I'm about to have a whole phase, whatever, because they get hurt by that one girl.
Yeah.
I don't know at what point the whole hard to get thing came up. I felt like it was in like one of those movies like Mean Girls or some shit like that. But that, a lot of women have taken that and run with that shit. They've run with it. And so guys, in retaliation, we have to play this whole, I don't care, we got to act like we're not interested, or we got to do some fucked up shit to get attention. We got to pull back attention. That's withholding affection. That's toxic as fuck. It's so toxic.
We're so cooked.
You know what I'm saying? And then being in a relationship now where that shit is healthy, I'm good with being vulnerable. I can tell her what the fuck I'm feeling. I can be real with her and not worry about her being like, oh, well, you're weak and da 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 da. Girls that are unhealed, you can't have those kinds of conversations. You can't be vulnerable with girls that are unhealed. You can't, because they're going to look at that as a sign of weakness because of whatever issues they have within themselves. They don't know how to deal with somebody that's vulnerable with them. They're afraid of vulnerability. They're afraid of safety. Men too. Where if you're afraid of safety, why do you think a lot of dudes don't commit? because they're afraid of safety. They're afraid of being in a relationship with somebody. They're afraid of being vulnerable enough to the point where somebody could break their heart. This is what I was talking about with that Brene Brown shit I was watching the other day. Vulnerability is key. But
it's key.
to the book this is to the point of the book you were talking about, Nice Guys Finish Last. Not everybody's worth your vulnerability. And that's what people got to learn. You have to be very selective with who gets to see that vulnerable side of you. You, my brother, I could talk to you about that kind of shit because we talk about real life shit.
Right.
I could talk to my girl about that. I talk to my moms about that.
Right.
I cannot talk to, if I was single, I wouldn't be out here telling girls all the stuff. Like, I had to learn that. Like, yo, there's certain things you don't need to know about my past until you show me that you are not going to judge me or make me feel away for being vulnerable with you or being a nice guy.
Yeah.
You know?
It's, yeah, I think you spent it on a good topic right there. It's just, it's a cascading train of if I go out and I'm nice and vulnerable to a woman, I believe I want to either talk to or get to know her day.
Correct.
And she's beautiful as well. And she goes, well, he's too like quick with it, or like he's too easy with it. And over time, I get no's and no's. I want to get a yes at some point.
Yes.
So what I'm going to do is, I want to get a yes, is just adapt my behavior to what they're looking for. But little do I know, me doing that also slowly turns me into, you could say, a less affectionate person that I was originally.
And is it genuine to you? Are you being your genuine self when you do that?
And the answer would be no, but you have to play the game. How the game is.
And that's tough.
Being played.
But a lot of this stuff do come from reality TV, social media, and like everybody's saying, play hard to get, do this, do that. A lot of people were taking their advice. Like if you go on Threads, there's people up in there asking for advice on posting their text exchanges with somebody and asking for feedback. Why are you taking feedback from random ass people on the internet? Sweetie,
validation.
Go to therapy. Seek a therapist. Seek professional help. Say it with me. Seek professional help. Why are you doing that? And then you wonder why stuff don't work out for you because you over here asking a whole bunch of broken ass people on fucking Threads
broken
what
is
you
very
should
important
do about the argument you had with your boyfriend. That's not your boyfriend.
Asking on Reddit is probably the worst place for advice, but it's okay. I used to go there as well for advice.
Bruh.
Not gonna lie.
And one thing I learned too is when I was talking to my girl the other day, I was talking about, the medications I'm taking and stuff like that. And like how going on Reddit is like, I'm going to jump off of this real quick. Going on Reddit is like a literal dark tornado. It's like a black hole because nobody's ever posting about the positive things about the meds that they're taking. They only posting the negative stuff. So a lot of the times when you see people posting relationship stuff online, unless it's like one of those couples that just do content, a lot of the people are posting like, okay, if you see somebody post something positive about a relationship or something negative on a relationship, what are you more inclined to look at?
I mean, the negative stuff, that is
You know what I'm saying?
That is the irony of all of this.
You want this positive shit, but then you seeking the fucking negative shit.
Ma che cazzo state a fare? We love drama so as long as it's not us.
Huh?
We love
what? Say it again.
We love the drama so as long as it's not us.
Come on.
But what we don't realize is we're giving time and audiences to these drama filled shows.
Come on, talk to me.
And it's in a way re-affecting us. It's a double-edged sword, right?
Q, talk to him, bro.
It's a double-edged sword.
What else?
But what do you think the real life cost of all this is?
The real life cost of all of this: pressure, scrutiny, sudden visibility, and the commodification of your love life. Okay, so say I go on Love Island, Love is Blind, whatever have you, right? Say I am on the show, I fall for somebody, and I fall for somebody else. I end up doing some slick shit with one of them, do some slick shit with the other, and then I go with the other person, get to the altar, decide I don't want to be with the other person, and then go back to the original person. That happened on Love is Blind Brazil, actually. Really? Love is Blind Brazil. It's called Casamento a Cegas, which is Love is Blind. If I do some shit like that, after I've been on Love is Blind, everybody knows my business. Everybody knows all about me. Everybody, like people know me for that.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And the consequence of that is like, we all make mistakes.
Absolutely.
We all fuck up. But it's like when you're on shows like Love is Blind, Love Island, whatever have you, your whole life is being recorded. So things that you would normally do in the regular world, like whatever mistakes you may make, nobody knows about that. But when you're on TV, everything is being scrutinized.
It's in the hands.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if to that earlier example, if I told the girl you like that we both like that you smell your feet before bed, I'm looked at as like a dickhead. Like why would, like, I'm a dickhead either way for saying that, because why would I say that about you? But it's like everybody's gonna know me for that. The negativity you start seeing, if you look at some people that are on these reality shows and look at their comments, especially when they do some fucked up shit, their comments be getting torn up. And I mean torn up. Like when I saw that shit with Bartice and Nancy, how he left her at the altar and shit, even though they had a conversation about it, they was tearing him up. And then he had a baby with a girl that apparently did OnlyFans, and then they did a whole bunch of stuff about that. Then his baby came, and then they was talking shit about his baby. Like, people are fucking evil online, bro.
How do you think this actually translates into like real life situation? And I know we get to that point.
Yeah.
But it says right here, like viewers in their 30s and 40s, especially women, are still stuck in cycles influenced by these shows, delaying family, lack of stability, and partnership. What do you say about that?
Okay. Yeah. So again, we're being influenced by these shows. We're seeing this. Okay, so like take the young ladies that may not have a positive example of love in their life. They may not have their father figures, a positive father figure, I should say. The same way we as boys watch these shows and pick up on these things, the same way they as girls watch these shows and pick up on these things. They get to a point, they're watching a show like Love Island. This can be going on for years. Or they see like a Jersey Shore, like a Ronnie and Sammy kind of thing. Whatever events may have happened to them outside of TV in their childhoods. Every occurrence with the man that's been negative continues to add on. It continues to stack up. It continues to build this negative perception of men to the point where they're so in their own bag about like, yo, I don't ever want to be with a man because I see what men can do because of what they've seen on TV, because of their own experiences, because of, so it's like women get so afraid of these consequences. Women get so afraid of running into that man that's going to do this to her, do that to her, treat her like this, treat her like that, because of what they've seen and because of what they've experienced.
So they wait longer?
So they wait longer because they're like, well, some women don't want to put themselves out there. I know a lot of girls that are celibate. They're like straight up, I don't want to fuck with any men. I don't want to deal with any men because, again, I'm not trying to...
Let me play devil's advocate here.
Yeah,
because
go ahead.
They would throw this question back and they would say, well, what's wrong with waiting longer? I mean, ask yourself, like, waiting longer for what? Is it to be a family, have a kid?
Most people don't want kids anymore, too.
How do you think this is affecting our species as human beings? Are we overpopulated? Like, obviously, it would decline the population. It will. If you're not having kids, what's gonna happen? Like, you're not reproducing, you're not replacing.
Yeah, let's be real. If we want to talk about how the reality shows, like our generation has consumed the most reality shows.
Yeah.
I'm kind of scared of millennials being parents. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think a lot of us are great. I think a lot of us are fucked up. I think a lot of us got some real serious fucking issions and do not need to be parents.
A lot of us.
I'm telling you, there are people. I'm just like, why do you have a child? You can't even take care of your fucking self. Why do you have a child? Having children for the wrong reasons because they think having a child is this grand gesture that's going to keep them together. Where do you think they got that idea from? Reality TV.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? The shit that they watch on TV. I'm very afraid of that. And truthfully, I don't even know if I want a kid at this point. When I was younger, I was like, oh yeah, I want a kid. But then it's like, as you get older, you start really thinking about it.
Oh, it's such a scary thought though.
Yeah.
Okay, so like, you say
all these school shootings and shit.
I get it.
I
get it. So I had this conversation with one of my escapades, or I would say ex-girlfriends, what I call it, is she doesn't
my fault. I said escapade ex-girl. You know the Escalade in the truck, right?
but like she brought up a good point is like, like you said, I don't want to bring a kid into this world. It's terrible.
Yeah, it's tough.
Blah blah blah. And to which there's a point there, but also kind of that point is saying, is it not more selfless to have a kid than it's not to have a kid? Do you, even though you complain about the world is going to shit, would you trade your life for not being given life in the first place? I think life is a gift, personally speaking.
It is.
I think we need to be careful in how many of us choose not to have kids.
Okay.
Because if you say, well, this word is shit, now I say this word is shit, and like out of like 20 of us, 17 are like, I'm not gonna have a kid. Like, is that a positive thing for the future of our species?
I mean,
it's a controversial topic, but something you have to think about.
It's tough because we don't even know how long the world is still going to be at Earth. With just the way emissions and
but your life,
the ozone layer, stuff like that.
Your life is a gift.
It is a gift. However, what I will say, I'm playing devil's advocate to that.
I like this.
Like, not everybody has the resources to be able to raise a child. So, like, what have our parents always said? I want to give you the life that I never had.
Right.
A lot of people can't afford to give the children that they want to bear the life that they've never had because the economy, and I'm not trying to say be negative, but it's like, it all depends on where you raise your children too. If you end up raising your children in somewhere like Brazil, Mexico, wherever, you may end up raising your kids somewhere else. You never know. But it's really tough because like a lot of people are having serious struggles just getting a start, and bringing a child into the world on top of that and not being able to provide for that child, you're doing them a disservice. If I'm bringing a child into the world, I want to be sure, like, I want to give this child everything. I don't want to ever have to worry about anything financially, anything with my child if I bring a child into the world.
So you're saying you should only consider having a kid if you can know for sure you can raise the kid.
If you can do it. There's no right time, but if you know you can do it.
Too much financial struggle, which I agree with.
Right.
Financial struggle, hardships. Otherwise, you're giving it tough life to that kid, even though life's very tough to begin with.
Right. And this is kind of why it goes back to like a lot of women and men are like delaying it because there's just so many things on top of the reality TV example.
Probably like also propagating that idea as well.
Exactly.
And on that topic of the real life cost of it, I know earlier we spoke about the suicide portion.
Yeah.
Of reality TV, and especially when it comes to what do you call it? Like suicide.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very like dark topic.
It is, but it's a real topic, and we have to speak about it.
But there's a correlation here, right? I would say.
Talk about it,
especially like with the dating aspect of it. I think it was in Love Island UK. The co-host of the producer back in 2020 committed suicide of Love Island UK, and that's a popular show now. And it could be a coincidence, but there's like truly others that have gone the TV show and reality TV, and to the point you said maybe their shit gets ratted out, or they realize fame is not what they wanted, or they're not living their true life. Something in there.
That was a good point. The fame may not be what they wanted.
Exactly.
That's a big thing. That's a big thing.
We don't think about that. We watch people, they entertain us, but how is that affecting their life off screen? That's
valid. There's a song by Drake called Fear, and in that song, it's from like 2010. This was like when Drake was like before views and all that other shit. If you're hearing it too late, whatever, take care. This was like my early college era, 2009, 2010. But the song Fear, he literally raps about how his fame has literally changed everything. He said, and my uncle barely messaging me and him not in my life is really getting to me. It's like, that's one of his closest people. And it's like money and fame, all of this shit, like this unexpected blow up of fame changes your life. And sometimes it's not a positive thing. I'm not going to lie. Like this podcast, I do get a little worried sometimes because I know this is going to do numbers. I know this is going to go places.
True.
But like,
true.
I got to stay out the fucking comments. There's going to be people that don't fuck with what we got to say. There's going to be people that do not fuck with us. It is what it is. But like,
it's expected.
It's
a price you pay.
There's a price that we're going to pay.
It is a price.
You know what I'm saying? I think we're very private people. I think we're very low key, but even with us in our message getting to so many different people, there is going to be some sense of privacy that's a little lost.
Yeah.
And it's like we have to be okay with that. We have to be like,
to a certain degree,
to a certain degree.
to a certain degree.
Because y'all like, listen, one thing about me, I ain't listen. Yeah.
Nah, I'm not getting that messy stuff.
We're not in that messy stuff, but it's like, stuff we got to think about. And the same thing with
but
people that go on these shows.
That's why this started to begin with, is to talk about things a lot of people want to, but they're afraid to speak on.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
And you be judged regardless of what you do.
Absolutely.
What you don't do either.
We can have 500 great episodes and somebody's still gonna find. I don't like that Q wears all black every episode. Ain't nobody ask you what you like. First, you stop.
Damn, whipping into tears.
Why he always got New Balances on? You see the New Balances, right? You see the new 9060s, bro.
Yeah, you see those are clean
now. But yeah, man. I mean, I think with the suicide thing, sometimes the fame is too much for people. Sometimes people just like, if you look at Twitch, the DJ from Ellen's TV show, the guy that used to always be dancing and shit like that, it was very sudden. It was very, very sudden. And it was, a lot of times, well, suicide is always sudden. It's just a lot of times it's out of nowhere. And it's like, you never really know what somebody's going through. And I think a lot of the time, when you think about people like Robin Williams,
oh, wow.
They go through so much shit that they don't, even though they have all the money in the world, there's still something that's not clicking for them. And so they think that that's the way out. They that's their way to
the entertainment,
and they're suffering. The entertainment industry is. I'm actually really glad after seeing that Quiet on Set. You ever seen that documentary?
I have not.
The Quiet on Set. So it's about Drake Bell and Amanda Bynes and all the kids off of all that.
Yeah.
Speaking out against Dan Schneider and Brian Peck. It really made me grateful that I did not make it in acting at that age because of the things people went through. Like, I'm telling you, like Drake Bell, like he went through some shit. He literally said, anything you could imagine happened to me, happened to me. Bruh.
I don't want to go into that.
Yeah. So I think, again, a lot of this stuff, if we want to talk about reality TV, we got to talk about the entertainment industry as a whole.
Yeah.
As positive as it is, there's a lot of dark sides to it.
It's a necessary evil in a way. You think?
Yeah, because I don't know, necessary evil. I mean, it's entertaining people, but it's just like
the economy.
When you think of the Harvey Weinsteins of the world, the shit that he done did.
Yeah.
I know somebody who personally
release the Epstein files. Release the Epstein files, but go continue.
I looked at the camera, so don't fucking play with me. I know somebody who was personally victimized by Russell Simmons.
True story.
She was open about it, but during the Me Too movement, and it's all entertainment industry, the whole Diddy stuff. Even though he's found not guilty, there's a lot of shady shit that went down. Entertainment industry, reality TV, it's all the same thing. And I think that's what drives people to that point, because they get so caught up in it, they feel like there's no way out. But that, unfortunately.
I guess our last segment, the cultural mirror. You want to go ahead and...
Yeah. So the stat, over 80% of U.S. households watch reality TV. We're all absorbing it, even if we don't realize. Entertainment becomes identity, body image, dating standards, and even how people present breakups as finales, not private matters. So when people break up on a TV show, you see all that. Ron and Sam, let's go back to that. How many fucking times did they break up? They broke up in season 2. They broke up in season 1, they were fine. Then they broke up in season 2. Then they were together in season 3. Then they broke up in season 3. Then they were together in season 4. Then they broke up in season 4. And it's just like every other day they breaking up. And people are going crazy over it because like they love to see the drama. They love to see other people going at it like this. And we just like, damn, that's tough. Popcorn, just like, oh, he said that to her?
That meme of the guy eating popcorn.
And it's honestly so fucking toxic that we consume it and just like kind of like get off on it.
I'm guilty.
I
was younger then.
We all are.
It was what was sold like as like,
and then
we didn't watch it.
How did that teach you to deal with relationships? You know what I'm saying? Like me in college, I was literally like 19, 20 when that show came out.
I bet you subconsciously a part of you was acting, wanted to act like some of them as well.
Because I thought that was love. The
You also
argument.
hear them as like stars.
You feel what I'm saying? Oh, my favorite celebrity's doing that. Why don't I do that? You got to be very careful with who you look at as your idols.
You got to be very careful.
You know what I'm saying? And I want to go back to that. Even how people present breakups as finales, not private matters. Stop putting your shit online, bro. As I told you before, I started therapy because I was posting subs. Was I posting everything that was happening? No, but I was posting subs, my nigga. Yeah. I was posting shit about shit I was going through. And that's what made me start going to therapy.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? When you are in a relationship, there maybe needs to be 1 to 3 people trusted that you can talk to about your relationship problems. You don't talk to everybody about your relationship problems. You don't tell every single person about your relationship problems. You keep it limited.
Maybe there's a sense of, I would say, lack of shame that's plagued us. We don't really have shame in our society anymore. If you think about it, like if shame is pervasive in our society, we would think twice about the things we do, the images we post, like, right?
Absolutely.
But
Absolutely.
because of shame has diminished, it would make sense that posting your breakup as a come see what happened to me, or like, a way to get like
people seeking that validation.
Yeah.
And then you got to think about too, when you telling folk a story or something, 9 times out of 10, you only telling your side of the story. You're not telling both sides. You're not telling what you did to contribute to that.
What did they say about the stories?
Hey,
there's 3 sides.
Yours, mine, and the truth.
And the truth.
Come on now.
Hey, y'all know it. I do it. You do it too.
You have to be so careful with who you share this stuff with. You know? And so the question is, do we just accept this as the new normal, or is this one of the things that we should stop pretending is just smoke?
I think that's the reason why we're being alive to this topic. What's normal changes over time.
Correct.
But if we see what the end game is here, which I think I kind of see, is less family stability, you're more unhappy,
depression, sadness,
depression, like more toxicity. I think we should shed light and say maybe we should like cut back on how we praise these reality TV stars, or how much attention we're giving to them.
What you consume.
What you can, because like it does matter way down to your head. The softer down to your head, it does matter.
You know what's a great quote that I learned a very long time ago?
Let them know.
You are what you eat. You are consuming reality TV, all this negativity, all the shit that you see on it, that becomes a part of you.
Even though you don't.
Even though you may not admit to it subconsciously.
It's playing there somewhere.
Especially for the younger people.
Yes, those were
for the 16 to 25s, for the people that don't have positive role models, for the people that don't have people that'll be like, yo, bro, you got to work on this. Yo, sis, you got to work on this.
And that's a lot of people that do watch those reality TV shows.
The people without present parents who don't speak to their kids, which is why I'm like really afraid of our generation, because a lot of people just don't know how to have a conversation. Can't even look you in the face. Looking everywhere else. And can't even maintain eye contact. How you gonna talk to your kid? You can't maintain eye contact. Oh, okay.
It's also a cultural thing, but
I mean that too. Yeah, respectfully. But I feel like when we talk, we here,
of course.
we learn, firm handshake, boom. It's just what we do.
I guess I could do the reflection.
Yeah, do the reflection on that. Reflect.
It says the danger isn't just that people are more shallow or more selfish. It's that time, the one thing you don't get back, is being eaten alive by these cycles.
The danger isn't just that people are more shallow or more selfish. It's that time, the one thing you don't get back, is being eaten alive by these cycles. As we get older, bro, like, time is so fucking valuable, bro.
It's invaluable.
It is invaluable. There is nothing more, because we are one day closer to dying every day.
That's a true story.
And as much as I look forward to the future, because like I know my life is continuing to improve and the things I'm working on, but it's just like, yo, that's a scary thing, because we can't get yesterday back. We can't get any of it. But even the drive here, we can't get that back. Even our conversation outside, we can't get that back.
What we said 5 minutes ago. That's
You
it.
feel what I'm saying? And so we have to really be mindful of living in the present and weeding out those things that aren't serving us positively.
Yeah. Time.
Closing statement. Something to close out with for y'all.
Yeah.
If reality TV was just harmless fun, cool. But when over half of TV is reality based, when it's shaping body image for half of young people, when 38 stars have taken their own lives, and when entire generations are dating contestants instead of partners, very important, because you're not looking at this person as someone you want to build with. You're just looking at it as, oh, well, this is just somebody I'm dating with because I'm on the show. You may not even fuck with them in real life. Then we have to ask, are we living in our own reality, or are we burning time inside someone else's script? Are we living in our own reality, or are we burning time inside someone else's script?
Something to think about.
Something to think about, because listen, you are what you eat. You got to be very careful with the stuff you consume.
Yeah.
Everything in moderation. If you're watching reality shows 24/7, that's going to be your reality.
And there are people who live on reality. There are people who quote and base their life, and that scares me the most.
And behave accordingly, like reality TV shows.
I don't consume those dating shows because I know, whether you like it or not, it is catered to women. I'm not misogynist. I'm just saying.
Don't crucify him, y'all.
Don't crucify me. But that's the reality of things.
It is catered to women.
Because guess what? Close to 7% of women watch these shows. Or like, of the audiences are women watching shows. And yes, men watch it as well, and they're not helping as well. I'm not saying you don't watch reality TV shows. I'm not saying don't watch dating
Just be very careful with what y'all consume.
Just be careful and
Recognize.
don't contradict yourself when it comes to, oh, I want a nice boy, a clean, gentleman. But guess what? I love me some bad boy on TV.
Let me tell you something. And I've seen this many times with many girls I know. You messing with the bad boys ain't gonna get you nowhere. You can call me a simp, call me whatever the fuck you gotta call me. I promise you. That's not gonna get you where you want to be.
And that is reality. Ain't no TV. That's reality.
Lock in.
Yes.
And like Jerry Springer always said, until next time, take care of yourself and each other. XOXO.
XOXO.
Therapy Daddy.
Yes.